Everything heavy when we step out. You can't hang with a gang, you a solo. Yeah, everything check, Constella.
Welcome, beautiful people. I am Chev. If you're new to this channel, welcome, GWAN. Make sure you are subscribed down below. Okay guys, now starting off this hairstyle, I'm starting off with freshly washed hair, and my hair is already pre-stretched from the night before. So to pre-stretch your hair, you could either do a braid out after washing, or you could do like what I did and I just blow dried my hair. Now to do the partings for this style, honestly, there's nothing special to the parting spaces that I did. I just did the typical squares. However, to start my parting, I often section my hair in two and do subsections. So because the pre-made butterfly locks are so chunky, I wanted to make sure that I didn't do my partings too small, or I would end up using a lot more hair than I wish to, and then it would be too bulky and too chunky. So the amount of parting spaces that I did for this style was actually 31. It seems very small, but as you guys could see from the beginning of the video, it still looked full for only 31 spaces. So you want to be mindful of that when using this individual crochet style. The locks are chunky, so you don't want to do too much partings because you're going to have a lot of hair on your head. So I'm going to be using the Murray's Edge Wax gel for this style. I usually go with the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers, but I ran out of Shine and Jam when recording this video, so I had to just use whatever I had on hand. Now this is not the best thing to use. I highly recommend the Shine and Jam for braiding styles because it is super bomb and it dries clear. However, this did eventually dry clear. It just took a longer time and it had me worried for a minute, but that's okay. Now I'm going to use this Camel Rose Shine Balm. So basically it's a sealant for the ends of your hair, and I think this is, I've been using this often when doing my protective styles, like if I'm doing braids or any type of style that my hair is tucked in. It helps to keep the ends of my hair sealed in, and also like to prevent damage and breakage and all of that. So that's a good add to your routine when doing protective styles. So I'm just going to show you guys the braiding pattern. So basically what I do is I braid the roots of the hair coming down, and then I twist it to the end. Now with doing individual crochet, you don't want to do your braids tight because you're going to be crocheting the hair through your hair, and you don't want tension and headache and it to be pulling and tugging on your hair. So I'm doing mine relatively loose because the lock and the style and technique that we'll be doing, you're going to see that it's going to eventually tighten the parting. So to braid it, to prep for the style, you do not need to braid your hair tight. Now this is how my hair is looking. As I said, I did 31 partings. That's only 31 spaces. Now the hair that we'll be using today is from the Janet collection, and this is from their NOLA Tress Premium Edition, and these are their butterfly faux locks in the bob length. So it comes in 10-inch, 12-inch, 14-inch, and each of these locks are handmade. So none of the locks are exactly the same because they're all handmade. And then on the back of the package, it shows you different colors that you could get. And what I realized is that there is different sizing with the loops because again, it is handmade. So the loops some are a little bit smaller than some. So what I like to do is widen it to make sure that I could get the hair through the loop. But you guys see how chunky the hair is, so I had a little bit of difficulty getting the hair through the loop, so I had to switch up the technique just a little bit to suit and help me achieve the style and also make the hair I was done with the hair quicker than I thought. Now for this style, I'm only using the 12-inch and the 14-inch, and there is 30 loops of hair in each package. So honestly, you do not need a little more than 2 packs. I actually didn't even need 2 packs of hair. So what I do is, instead of crocheting the butterfly locks through the hoop, I crochet my hair because it's way easier, and because my hair is thinner than the actual lock, it was easy to go through the loop. And because the lock, even though it's so chunky, it was too tight to pull my hair through it. So what I did is I get a piece of water wave hair and decide to wrap it around my hair and the lock to create the effect as if I did these individually. Now I know it might seem like more work, but it actually isn't, and it's super easy because, you know, with butterfly faux lock, you gotta be like doing the thumb action and the looping and all of that. I didn't even have to do the wrapping to perfection because obviously the lock is already made. I just added the water wave hair just to hide my hair with the locks. And that is it. I didn't have to knot it because of how distressed the lock is. The water wave hair blended with it effortlessly. So I'm gonna keep showing you guys over and over again this technique, and this is really easy for people that don't know how to do the butterfly locks. Like sometimes you do it, it doesn't look like how it's supposed to look. So this pre-made hair, along with this method and adding a little bit of water wave, it will be perfect for you. So Jana collection has water wave hair that you could also just get like a pack, because you don't even need a whole pack of the water wave, because I only use like 1 piece of water wave hair for each, and it's just to hide my hair. And you guys see that I didn't even have to wrap it all the way to the base of it. It's just to wrap it until it gets to where my hair is, and then just roll it and you're done. So I'm just going to keep repeating the method that I do so that you guys could see it, and you'll see how pretty easy and simple it is. And this style, I was finished doing it in about 2.5 hours because it was relatively easy to do. And I realized that it was even more easier than the last butterfly faux lock that I did with the long version, where I had to like crochet the hair in. And also with doing this method as opposed to the regular crochet method, you use less hair. As I said, I only use the 12-inch and the 14-inch. I only use 1 bundle, that's 10 pieces of the 12-inch, and then I use the rest in 14 inches at the top. So 12 in the back and then 14 on top. I did 31 parting spaces, and that is it. So basically, actually 1 pack of hair could do, since each little bundle inside of 1 pack is 10 and there's 3 of them, so that's 30 pieces in 1 pack. Now I'm just gonna take some scalp oil and put it on each parting space, you know, just to give that anti-itch effect. I have eczema on the scalp. I get really itchy scalp sometimes, so light oils work great for me, like avocado oil and all of that. So I just put it on my scalp, and that is basically it. This is how the hair is looking the very next day, because I went to bed after doing it. And I'm just gonna take some shine mist and just spray it on the root, just to give it like a fresh out of the salon look. So when I do the regular crochet method, in terms of braiding your hair back and then crocheting the hair on top of it, you use way more hair as opposed to doing it the individual way, because as you guys see, you only need 1 pack of hair to do the entire thing. When I do the regular crochet by braiding back and then crocheting the hair on top of the braids, it's way too much hair and it's super heavy. Now this hair does have some weight to it, so the 1 pack of hair does have a little bit of weight, because you see how chunky the hair is. So I couldn't even imagine doing this the regular crochet way and then having all that hair on top of a single braid. It's just too much. Okay, and this is how the back is looking, how the parting space is looking, and that is basically it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet, go ahead and subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Chev. Comment down below what you think about this style. And I will see you guys in my next video. GWAN, big up on yourself. Bye, guys.
Everything heavy when we step up. You can't hang with a gang, you a solo. Yeah, everything check, come Stella. Let me